Hi, my wise astrology tribe, Cosmic Inside Astrology. I am your co-pilot, Christina. Today, I'm here actually to talk about the conjunction of Mercury and Pluto in Aquarius, which is going to take place on February 5th. So what I wanted to tell you this month, probably I'm going to repeat myself a few times because, as you know, I always talk about the archetype of the planets and the sign where they are conjuncting or making squares or oppositions or any kind of aspect. So what's happened with me, I started to record really late, so you don't see my February horoscopes up. If you would like to get it, then please just make a comment below and tell me what is your rising sign, what is your sun sign, and I'm going to actually put the comment below your written horoscope. So what's happened, I got sick and I started to cough for 2-3 weeks and I couldn't talk. So hopefully right now, my coughing going to allow me to record multiple videos today and tomorrow and Sunday. So you will be actually up to date with everything. So what's happening over here, we're going to have an amazing and very rare kind of stellium in Aquarius in February. The beginning of the month, we still have Mercury in Capricorn and Venus and Mars exalted in Capricorn. Actually, Mars was rising on the 27th of January in Capricorn, which started a 2-year cycle. However, after February 5th, Mercury gonna move to Aquarius and conjunct Pluto right away. And the following time, Venus going to go and conjunct Pluto, and then Mars going to go and conjunct Pluto, and then end of the month, Venus and Mars also going to conjunct in Aquarius. But I'm going to make videos from each individual aspect over here. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, like, and comment below. I would really appreciate that. You know the drill, the algorithm only going to actually recognize me if it's liked and subscribe and commented below. And then I'm going to be more enthusiastic to take a lot more time and keep you updated with my readings. As you know, I'm not a Vedic astrologer. As you know, I learned Vedic as well, but I'm doing whole sign tropical astrology on YouTube. And if you don't see, obviously, it's not your personal astrology. It's a general reading for each individual rising sign, sun, and moon secondarily. All right, guys, so let's start with the collective. Let's start with Mercury, Pluto, and let's see what is Aquarius and what kind of aspect, what kind of effect does it make on the collective. So the conjunction of Mercury and Pluto in Aquarius is going to happen February 5th. It's going to harness the transformative power of Pluto because, you know, Pluto rules 8th house, its transformation, its taboos. And the communicative force of Mercury, anything to do with mind and anything to do with communication. And it's going to conjunct within the humanitarian sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is a progressive sign. The alignment could catalyze actually a profound change across multiple sectors of the collective experience. And what kind of experience does it going to make? Okay, let's see. So Aquarius is often associated with the archetype of the water barrier. All right, so, you know, that is actually the water is sustained living for the land. Water is giving life. It is important actually for the land. In Greek mythology, it is actually Ganymede, the cupbearer to the gods. So this god was serving ambrosia and nectar to the gods, provided immortality, right? So Aquarius is linked to the themes of innovation and humanitarianism, anything to do with humanitarian project, anything to do with social work, anything to do with the collective, anything to do with also, what is that I wanted to talk about, you know, not only social work, but when you do a humanitarian project, when you do, oh my God, I forgot that word. All right, I'm gonna go forward. You know, okay, so the visionary, the reformer, anything to do with revolution, because of Aquarian ruled by Uranus and it ruled by Saturn as well. Saturn is the old avatar of Aquarius and Uranus is the new one, which is the visionary. Uranus is chaos, it's reforming everything. It's very innovative, right? So new ideas could come actually at this moment, which is going to change the society, which is going to benefit the society, because Pluto is power and transformation, rebirth. So yes, Pluto actually corresponds with Hades. Hades is the god of underworld, right? And actually the Plutonian archetype, it's also very, very deep transformation of the subconscious. And it's also really good to, you know, not only the transformation, but rules, taboos, texts, anything to do with abortion, 8th house matters, shared resources, the subconscious and psychology, through psychology word as well, the rebirth, like the phoenix bird, and anything to do with destruction, because, you know, Pluto is destroy first and after it's rebuilt. So definitely major transformation, and the transformation comes through some kind of destruction, the growth coming through pain. You know, the pain growth. When we are small and growing, we have that kind of growing pain. So that's the Plutonian archetype over here. And that is talking about the collective shadow, because Pluto is the underworld and Pluto in Capricorn was the shadow government. Right now in Aquarius, it is the Aquarius rules humans itself, the collective itself. So it's the shadow of the collective, the change of the collective over here. The dynamic is changing. And I was talking about that in my previous videos with Pluto in Capricorn and the way it turned to Aquarius, and it was like a 2-hour video, so check it out. That is the power dynamic. It's coming from actually out from the government. The central power is changing, and power going to belong from society, from us, from the collective. And, you know, Mercury, we were talking about that Mercury is the messenger, it's Hermes in Greek mythology. Mercury actually is very, very quick. It's, you know, rules your intelligence, your communication, the ability, the way you actually capable to understand things. But, you know, Mercury could be the petty theft as well. So Pluto-Mercury conjunction in Aquarius could actually represent, and I'm a little bit scared of that, some kind of Plutonian energy taking away something. Aquarius is anything with internet, so it could be cyber attacks. It could be anything to taken away your and stolen your cryptocurrencies. So this is over here going to be powerful. But you know, Mercury in Aquarius actually also is the genius. So anyone who has Mercury in Aquarius has the genius mind. You know, Mercury not only linked to the intelligence and communication, but linked between the mortal and the divine as well. Mercury is has no gender, so it has no gender at all, and in Aquarius suggests a focus on exchanging innovative ideas. You know, Aquarius, as I said, anything to do with society, the knowledge of the society. So hopefully some kind of transformation in education, or, you know, the way we are learning, it's going to be transferred. And Mercury is the brain, it's the lower brain, Uranus is the higher brain, but because of Aquarius ruled by Uranus, you know, obviously some kind of technology coming out with brain implants. Pluto is surgery. And, you know, I just heard actually 5 days ago, there was the first brain implant performed. And actually Elon Musk's name is associated with it again. All right. So what is Mercury and Pluto in Aquarius represents over here? So, you know, Hermes going with the god of underground. So there is a really critical importance for the collective. Anything related to transformation, the way we're going to actually see the future, the way it is revolutionary, because Aquarius, anything to do with revolution, with chaos, with rebellion. And Mercury is understanding, so people going to rebel against, for example, Pluto is death, Pluto is genocides, right? So you'll be going to see a lot of protest against wars, for example, because Pluto with Mars rules Scorpio, but Mars is the warrior, and together with the sign of death, you know, anything to do with definitely genocide. Or maybe some people going to actually rebel against, or you know, like, how do you call that, rebel? Oh my God, today I'm forgetting words in English. Yes, so actually stand up against artificial intelligence, right? And it could be something also with the society of the writers, because Mercury is the writers, and they're going to deny artificial intelligence because maybe they're going to be actually blamed. They were written. Right now, a lot of children are blamed in school. They are writing with AI. And of course, a lot of them are using AI, but obviously not all of them, and they are blamed, you know, and they are innocent, and it could actually give them like stand up for their rights, how Bob Marley said, get up, stand up, and then stand up for your rights kind of things over here against something what you were blamed for. All right, guys, what else could happen over here? So it is transformative discussion, you know. Mercury also rules contract and discussion, and Pluto is power. So it's going to be actually a discussion about how we're going to utilize the power when we get it in our hand, right? And it's also going to transform education as well. But let's see, and let's go actually step by step over here. So on the geopolitical field, the transit may bring some kind of revolution over here with, well, some kind of challenge with communicative powers, because the powers belong from Pluto, and Pluto representing secrets and place. So I would say some kind of secret is coming out right now, what was hidden from us when Pluto was in Capricorn, right? So absolutely right now, the voice are belong from the people. Mercury is your voice, belong from the people and not the government anymore. So there is no more transparency there. So yes, get up, stand up again. That's what I have to say. In education, Mercury is the ability, the way you are thinking, and conjunct with Pluto in Aquarius, finally it's going to trigger some kind of radical shift in knowledge. And I'm very happy about that, because I keep seeing so many unintelligent people and arguments, and you know, like they don't have a point at all, and they are lost in transition. And this one actually going to come with a breakthrough over here. And, you know, Mercury also, the mind, Pluto is surgery, as I said, it could come to the medical field. They are capable to actually, and Aquarius is Uranian energy. So Uranus is anything to do with the brain, but the higher brain with the illnesses of neurological illnesses. So ALS, Alzheimer, dementia, they will be capable to actually heal it. And finally, I remember the word that I wanted to say at the beginning, non-profit. Non-profit. Oh my God, it was bothering me so much. Okay, so that's what it is. So definitely there is an outdated structure in education and the way we are actually processing knowledge. And that's outdated, so it has to renew, it has to rebirth. Pluto is going to demolish it, and it's going to come with an enlightenment, and the educational structure going to change, and it's going to empower individuality, because of Aquarius is the individuality. Actually, it's focusing on individuality, the uniqueness. Aquarius is very unique. All right, so let's see if anything comes with health. Yes, as I said before, brain surgeries and brain implants and anything to do with Alzheimer, ALS, things like that. And, you know, the Plutonian aspect could be like they're going to be actually capable to read brains, or it could be like, you know, surgeries or amputated hands, you know, the way they are going to stimulate the brain, it's going to be capable to move the hand, just like use the amputated limbs like it was your own, you know, because of Mercury could be also limbs as well. All right. In weather patterns, okay, it is a significant change over here, sudden shift in Aquarius. So this conjunction could start some different and huge, you know, like Pluto, anything to do with volcanoes, all right? Because it rules the 8th house, and 8th house is Scorpio, and it's volcanoes. Mercury is wind, and it's coming actually with some kind of unexpected climate change, but it would be something like maybe some new islands are rising under underwater volcanic activity, and there is some kind of new islands are rising, or, you know, it could definitely bring in some kind of volcanic activity over here, what we will talk about. And the air, because of the volcanic activity, and, you know, Mercury rules the 3rd house of traveling. So it could be like, because of the volcanic ashes, we're not going to be able to travel. So yes, that could be in weather. Financially, you know, Pluto actually anything to do with your stock market. Mercury is sales and also theft. As I said, you have to be careful with identity theft, or, you know, your bank account could be closed, or, you know, anything with cryptocurrency, because Aquarius is crypto with Mercury over there. So yes, it could be something there with cryptocurrency also. So it is right now could bring some kind of change, increase and decrease, increase, decrease. It's very volatile over here right now, the financial market, with those Aquarian, stellium, and Mars and Pluto, Mercury-Pluto, Mars-Venus conjunction. It's going to become really volatile. So don't get scared if your stock is going down this month, because, you know, wait for the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. You might going to actually have a windfall of money there. All right. So if you know me, I'm the queen of the quotes, actually. And I really like people like Emerson, Rumi, and, you know, my favorite movie is, series is Revenge and Lie to Me. And I quote a lot from that, and also Yellowstone. So you will see me, you know, quoting Yoda, or quoting Bob Marley or Revolution, because whatever suits to this Pluto-Mercury conjunction, I'm going to actually quote it for you. And right now I'm coming up with a Yoda. You must unlearn what you have learned. This is typical Mercury-Pluto. Pluto is demolishing everything, okay? Unlearn it. It is ruining everything, very destructive energy. And Mercury is learning again. Pluto is rising like Phoenix. So you must unlearn what you have learned and learn something new. All right. Okay, so let's see what else is happening on this week. Actually, we're going to have not only Pluto-Mercury conjunction in Aquarius, but we're also going to have on February 6th, Venus and North Node going to square. North Node is in Aries. Let me see my notes. Yes, North Node is in Aries and Venus is still in Capricorn, okay? North Node is a mathematical point, and Venus, anything to do with your values, love, with your attraction, and also it rules currency as well. And North Node is the collective destiny, the way we are heading. That is a tension between these two, all right? So Venus in Capricorn embodies the archetype of the Earth Mother, the matriarch. So it is very affectionate, but very disciplined. You know, Capricorn is very strict and structured, ambitious. So a typical matriarch over here. And Venus valuing stability and responsibility and material success. The love expressed by Venus in Capricorn is not sentimental. It is loyal, it's enduring, it's committed. It's, you know, Capricorn is long-term goals because it's ruled by Saturn, right? It is the old avatar. So this combination, actually, it's harvesting something with dedication and hard work. North Node is in Aries, actually representing the collective growth over here toward to assertiveness, anything to do with courage and self-discovery, independence. Unfortunately, you know, because of Aries ruled by Mars and North Node over here, it's not only the warrior and the pioneer and the activation, but also the war. It's bringing assertiveness and not only initiating and beginning, but also creating wars here. You know, mythologically, Aries can be associated with heroes like Hercules. Actually, I had a cat named Hercules, and he was kind of hero to me. He was really, really cute. Okay, so, you know, it's something to do with I want to win. I want to move forward. I don't want to look back. I want to become the hero over here. If I started something, I will finish. So when Venus squares North Node, we were talking about that the square is always a Martian energy. So it's adding an extra flavor over here with Mars, with the fight, with the desire inside. So to desire to structure and stability in relationship, or actually in finances as well, because don't forget Venus also rules currency, so it is also comfort and luxury. So you have a desire here for stability in your social life, stability to get recognized, desire to get recognized, and you know, you are pioneering a new path over here. So we are pioneering together a new path here. So manifesting something what is not like the norm. It's something groundbreaking, something new, something which is give you freedom. Because of Aries is seeking for freedom. Aries is, you know, like head to the wall and I want to go for it and let's have my freedom. I can be behind, I can be lockdown. I need to move forward. All right. So let's see what kind of impact could be created by this square. So, in economics, a tension between conservative and actually innovative over here. This is a new needs for a bold action. Anything to do with entrepreneurship. You want to take risk. You want to start your new business. And in relationship also, it is like you want to actually ask out someone for a date. And, later on, it could become a committed relationship, but you still want to stay free within the relationship. There could be some kind of political clash over here in leadership because of, North Node in Aries. It's very stubborn, and Venus in Capricorn. Yeah, there could be a female and a male figure during political campaign become a little bit nasty, or nasty kind of verbal conflict could come out from this square. All right, let's move forward and let's talk about another aspect. Another aspect, February 7th. Okay, we have a harmonious aspect on February 7th because we have Venus and Uranus trine. And the trine is always a Jupiterian blessing, generous aspect for us. It's kissing us, it's giving us harmony, blessing us with goodies. So Venus, as we said, it's anything to do with harmony. And I already talked about Venus in Capricorn, right? So we're going to talk about Uranus over here. Uranus actually is in Taurus. So anything to do with revolution, with innovation, some kind of new invention. So, and it has to manifest in the realm of Taurus. Taurus is a fixed earth sign. So Taurus likes to actually experience everything with its sensors, touch, smell, taste, that is the experience of Taurus. So this placement actually going to go for material stability, anything to do with comfort, sustainability, harmony in technology. And actually it could bring harmony in technology with nature. So we're going to use technology to actually save somehow nature. And lately I saw a lot of people, and one of my friends is also going out with little electrodes and attaching it with the wood and the flowers, and we can listen how they are singing and talking to us, and what kind of frequencies those are actually expressing. So this kind of technology and nature in harmony, we will be capable. So for example, if you have your favorite flower, the rose, and then you can put an electrode and you can listen the rose singing to you all day long. So this will be really, really beautiful over here. But as Venus influences over here your social interactions, because of Capricorn, 10th house, anything to do with your career, and the way you are actually seen by the public, and Venus in Capricorn, it's determined and going to actually demand respect for herself, and not only through beauty but knowledge as well, and values as well. So definitely material values, Uranus and Taurus, also comfort and luxury. So this is going to be, this trine is flowing, it is creating luxury for us and stability. So I like that kind of breakthrough. And in finances, it could be really good because somehow it could stabilize your finances through art or through investing in, Uranus and Taurus, anything to do with farmlanding, Venus in Capricorn, buying lands, buying farms, buying uranium, buying on stock, buying gemstones or expensive artwork, what could actually preserve your money, preserve your money. So this is really auspicious over here. Let me see what else can we see here. So definitely it is opportunity for growth in cryptocurrencies, guys, because of Uranus in Taurus could be cryptocurrency as well, because Taurus rules the second house, so that's our money. Or, you know, like a shift in market values as well. All right, so in relationship, it's going to encourage us to embrace uniqueness in our partnership. Value your partner individuality, which is very, very important. So not trying to uniformize or fit your partner in the mold, but, you know, like really let them to express themselves, you know, not live by norms, but, you know, like, okay, I'm unique and I like this and I want to live by my own values, and we can actually let each others and still be in love. And, you know, environmentally, it's very important because it's a beautiful flow over here. So it's going to be an eco-friendly technology innovation or invention over here, which is going to create advancement for us, and it's going to be like, you know, a collective push toward value and then protecting our nature finally, or the natural resources as well. So this is a good flow over here. I like that. There could be also some kind of challenge in aesthetic platforms. So the way we are seeing what is beauty, it's going to become unconventional. Okay, let's move forward and let's see. February 8th, we have Mars sextile Neptune. And that actually going to be also a kissing aspect for us. It's positive, it's auspicious. It is a Venetian, it's a loving influence for the collective. All right, and Mars is assertive and dynamic, and Neptune is dreamy, Neptune is transcendent, and the quality of Neptune is like the forgiver, Mother Teresa. Mars is definitely, you know, Hercules, the one who is the heroine, the hero of the wars. So this aspect together, it's a kissing, harmonizing, inspirational aspect. Inspiration and idealism, Neptune, right? Neptune is idealism as well. And Neptune is also really, really creative and artsy. So there is a fertile ground for compassion and creativity. For example, also spirituality. So we could be spiritual warriors during this time, 2 days before and 2 days after the sextile. So we're gonna become and actually march for peace, march for you know, to be connected with our spiritual ground and to actually act on spiritual studies, or, you know, like Neptune rules the 12th house, so those are actually those kind of a retreat where you can use ayahuasca or microdose mushrooms or any hallucinogens. So it could be something like you are marching for and being advocate for those kind of 12th house matters. Being advocate, for example, maybe somebody was jailed, Neptune is jail, right? Maybe somebody was jailed wrongfully, and we are going to go and rebel against that, demonstrate against that, you know, like some kind of demonstration could come with this kind of Mars and Neptune fighting for something what we believe in. All right, what else could be? You know, Mars is your drive, your courage, your warrior inside, but also Mars is very aggressive. It's you know, it's a raw energy. It's definitely pursuing his goals. It's not giving up, and the goal could be anything to do with spirituality, anything to do with your dreams, with, for example, it could be some kind of chaos around against script writing. They might going to have protest again, the TV media script writers, and Neptune is glamour as well. So it rules the actors and actresses, so it could be something with that. Or actually, they could actually found a common base, and right now they're going to get paid, and they are won their strike. Okay, yes, Neptune is the mystic, the dreamer. All right. Okay, so what else? So, oh, by the way, Neptune is also socialist and social activism over here, especially with Mars being here. So it could be also like, okay, let's go and stand up for the unprivileged. Let's go and ask the government where is, you know, like why is the medicine is so expensive, turning against big pharma, because Neptune rules big pharma as well. So yes, spiritual healing, you want to practice meditation, you want to practice something yoga, but you know, I would say, because Mars is really active energy over here, so I would say anything through thinking, innovation, and it has to be a little bit, if it's spiritual, it has to be active anyway. So strike the pose, pull that muscle, you know, like make sure you feel those muscles there. All right, and February 8th, we also have another aspect, which is going to be Sun square Uranus, guys. So Sun is your core. Sun, anything to do with your identity, with your vital force, that's the drive within you, your ego, okay? So the Sun rules 5th house and Leo, so that is your willpower, that is the journey you are taking, your individuality. Sun is your hero, that is your central essence. And Uranus, as I said, the rebel, the revolutionary, anything to do with disturbance, disruption, anything to do with innovation. And the Uranus want to liberate. And actually Uranus is promoting liberation. But Uranus is unforeseen. Uranus is chaos. Uranus, you cannot predict Uranus. This is crazy. And when the Sun square Uranus, the square, as I said, it's a Martian, it's a challenging aspect over here. So some kind of revolution coming in. The dynamic between your core self and between actually the collective is changing over here. So it is a lot of breakthroughs. A lot of people want autonomy and, you know, like freedom from government, live like self-sufficient farming, you know, live not under control of the government, for example. So the collective impact or political impact over here with that Uranus and Sun square, and you know, it's going to be active 3 days before and after. So we are going to push for freedom. We are going to push against lies and against structures. We don't want perhaps government anymore. We will seek for freedom, definitely. Or, you know, like at least not centralized power. Power is good if it is in the right hand, but unfortunately power belongs from the one who is capable to take it, you know. That's from my favorite revenge movie. So yes, as I said, reform over here in politics and technological reform and scientific breakthroughs as well, because of the square, it's a challenge, but it's always pushing us to do something. So it's not necessarily bad. Actually, it's many times really good. So there is some kind of advancement in technology and in science with this square. So anything to do with sun energy, anything to do with solar planner, right? Because of sun in Aquarius could be solar planner energy. Uranus here is uranium. Maybe we're going to use uranium to for technology, or you know, to create solar power or any kind of energy, to creating energy. All right, and there will be also something to do with, it could be actually a protest for gay people, because Uranus representing gay people and homosexuality, and Sun square with it. I want to be authentic, I want to be true to myself. And Aquarius, you know, the collective is standing behind. So yeah, it could be some kind of protest for same-sex marriage or something like that. And in economy, well, in economy, you know, there is definitely technological advancement this year and for the next 20 years, because Pluto is making a collective shift. And you know, Uranus is in Taurus, so Taurus rules your values, anything to do with your finances. And Uranus over here could actually make, and the square between them, a huge advancement in technology, anything to do with cryptocurrency. So it could get stabilized, or, you know, it's under pressure. Should it be actually taxed or not, kind of situation? But of course it will be taxed. So there is no, you know, no brainer, but yes, that's what's happening right now. In personal level, we are seeking for freedom. And don't forget, you know, also Aries, North Node, we all seeking for freedom. We want to, it is the me against the we. You know, like I against not only against the group. So I want to be expressed the way I want to. I don't want to see as a part of a group. I want to see as an individuality over here. So yes, there is personal seeking for personal freedom. And then there we're going to have another square. And I'm gonna finish it with actually with the 10th. Yes. So February 10th, we're going to have Jupiter and Taurus squaring Mercury. So Jupiter is in Taurus, it's in early degrees, still in early degrees, and Mercury, it's already in Aquarius, right? So it's going to square. It's again a Martian energy. It is like want you to change. It's like pushing you to change. So Mercury is anything to do with your communication, your mindset, or collective mindset, or collective communication, the way we process information. So there is a tension. And Jupiter is anything to do with emphasizing things. Jupiter is a great benefactor. It is almost like a magnet which is attracting growth and abundance and expansion in material worlds. And it is Santa Claus, you know, if Christmas father or whatever, Santa Claus, which is giving and very, very generous. So it is associated with stability in Taurus, because Taurus is an earth fixed sign. So stability is very important for Taurus. And Jupiter over here has some kind of great qualities in financial matters, luxury, and anything with sensory experience as well. As I said, Taurus loves to smell, touch, you know, like taste, sensory is very, very important. And Taurus rules the second house of wealth. So growth over here in wealth factor is really, really important. And actually appreciation, beauty, but beauty of the nature, beauty of the world over here, and talking about that. So there could be like new documentaries are coming up, which is going to express actually some natural wonder and natural beauty over here, and what you should visit. What else can it, you know? Well, it could be some kind of over optimism in financial world and in financial decisions. So we will have to be careful, because Jupiter in Taurus is very optimistic. And because of the square, it actually going to remind us, hey, don't put your egg in one basket, because you can drop it and most of them can, you know, break. So be careful. We have to be careful over here to invest. For example, Mercury in Aquarius could be anything to do with ChatGPT, artificial intelligence, and cryptocurrency. There could be some kind of miscommunication as well. Actually lying, Jupiter says a lot or says more than it is. Yes. And, you know, big ideas, definitely, it's going to encourage you to think, to see the bigger picture. You know, like having big plans and expanded, you know, you're going to do your 5 years plans and you never did before. Yeah, it could debate between materialism and ethics. So you will be offered something. It could be a new work, a new line of work or career or money or anything like that. And it is like, okay, is it ethical to take it? Yeah, I really need that money because I could buy a new coach or a car, or I need that down payment of my house. But, you know, it's really unethical. So you will have to make a decision and hopefully you keep your integrity. All right, guys, I'm going to talk about each individual signs over here, just a tiny little bit, not so much. I'm going to start with Aries rising, and I'm going to talk about Mercury conjunct Pluto in your 11th house. So that is going to be really transformative ideas within your social circle, your community groups, like your social media network over here. So that's going to be like either you're going to create a new social media account or create actually a group where you're going to be deeply connected with others and changing ideas. Also, it could bring in powerful alliances for you, actually clientele for you. Or you can also bring you money from your career. Venus trine Uranus, it's your 10th and 12th house. You know, definitely unexpected financial benefits over here for you. And career is thriving. That is really, really good for you, Aries rising. Anything to do with Venetian, so it could be beauty, luxury, you know, or anything with Uranian, anything with innovative, anything with not general. It has to be something outstanding, what you are doing right now. It could be like you are being an astrologer, you are doing your YouTube channel, and you're going to have a lot of followers. Venus squares the nodes. Well, that is tension between career, ambition, home responsibilities as well. So yeah, that could be a major tension for you here. And then Neptune sextile Mars. Well, this one actually a really good aspect here, because that's going to happen 12th and 2nd house. So your subconscious motivation leads to positive financial actions for you. Mercury square Jupiter, it is over optimism in group projects. So you may clash with someone in your group, or your finance is going to clash with, you want to attend maybe and buy a membership in a high society group, and you know, you pay it, and after you're going to regret it because it was $200,000 and you know, it's not worth it. Sun square Uranus, 11 and 2nd again. So definitely sudden changes, but it is changing in your ambition because of, you know, the sun is your ambition and your self-confidence as well. So changes in your self-confidence, you might going to have a little bit right now, some kind of challenge with your confidence. All right, Taurus rising, sun and moon, Mercury conjunct Pluto in your 10th house, anything to do with your career and recognition, the way the public is, your public image, the way the public is seeing you, your marital status and your reputation. So this is good for maybe you're going to get married, maybe you're going to have a doctorate over here, become a doctor. So deep transformative discussion or thoughts about career and reputation. That could be like you're going to sign a contract and start a new career. You might going to go on red carpet. You might going to actually get some kind of honor recognition, anything to do with the Nobel Prize. Venus trine Uranus, 9th and 1st house, personal breakthrough. or it could actually bring in some kind of unexpected travel, some kind of opportunities that expand your horizon over here. Your ninth house is education, anything to do with your passport, with your foreign matters. This is a beautiful trine. This is something loving. So you might going to move abroad, get your passport, citizenship, anything to do with YouTubing. So you are capable. And Uranus could be astrology. Uranus could be anything with you are doing a YouTube about technology, how to use AI. It could be that as well. Venus square the nodes. Okay, there is some kind of conflict in actually in long distance traveling. Maybe it's going to be delayed. Neptune sextile Mars. Well, it could be, or it could be the nodes and Venus could be also like, oh, you got into a university for a major, but right now you are changing your mind. Okay, so Mercury squared, no, Neptune sextile Mars, it is 11th and 1st house. Anything to do with your community, with your friendship, which is aligning with your dreams or not, but it's aligning because it's a sextile. So they want to support you. They're supporting your ideas. You're supporting what you become. Mercury squares Jupiter in 10th and 1st. You know, there is a lot of ambition in your career, but it's not perfectly aligned with your personal growth and needs. So definitely there is a change I see in your university studying and also in your career as well. Something you have to fix, something what you have to actually overcome. And then Sun square Uranus, there is a change. There is a change that's unseen. You know, Uranus is a little bit of chaos. It could create some kind of a self-identity chaos. And, you know, you don't know if you belong from that group, I mean, from your career or not, or if you want to continue that path. All right, Gemini, rising, sun and moon. Mercury conjunct Pluto in your ninth house. That is very intense learning experience. You know, it could change your spiritual beliefs as well. It could change your whole, and you know, if you have something to publish or if you have anything to do with passport, import, export, anything to do with foreign matters, foreign travelings, you know, like citizenship, visa over here, it could be a powerful influence. You are signing the contract right now. You're signing a contract to go abroad and teach abroad, become a diplomat. Venus trine Uranus, okay, that is good. It's a sudden shift over here, but it's a good development. It's good for your resources and anything to do with shared resources and anything to do with spirituality, but it's very subconscious energy. So it's more like a self-love practice through therapy, and you're going to become like free from substances. It could be that as well. So that is really, really good. But it could be also like you have not seen some kind of financial assets, and right now you're going to find it, and you know, you're going to be really happy about that. Venus square the nodes, it is the 8th house Venus. So all right, there is anything to do with maybe you lost your sexual power, your drive to change your path in life, and right now you urge to change. There is a lot of financial decision also you have to make, or you have to do your taxes, and it's gonna give you a little bit of headache. Neptune sextile Mars, 10th and 12th house, career is going to be inspired through spiritual beliefs. It's really good. You're going to be like, I have to meditate, I have to do a vision board, I have to do like some kind of law of attraction over here, and I'm going to achieve my career. Mercury square Jupiter, 9th and 12th house. You know, you can actually overexpress yourself with your spiritual beliefs, and it could create some kind of clash or fear in someone. So be careful with that. Who you share your beliefs, because you know that's sacred. And also it could be like you going to wanted to go to create a workshop, or you know, a retreat, or go to a retreat, and right now because of traveling is going to be delayed or, you know, forbidden, so you won't be able to go. Sun square Uranus, that is a sudden educational or philosophical outlook shift over here for you. And your inner peace going to be challenged a little bit because Sun is your ego and that is your core identity. And Uranus is the crazy, it's creating chaos. So there is going to be a lot of questions about spirituality. And Uranus also UFOs. So you might going to see some UFOs and you tell to people and they are like, oh, you crazy. Or, you know, like Mercury square Jupiter in 12th house, it could be also like, oh, I saw an angel, and they are like, yeah, okay, maybe we don't want to be friends anymore. All right, Cancer rising, Sun and Moon. Mercury conjunct Pluto in your 8th house. All right, so deep conversation, or actually it could be some kind of great opportunity in shared finances, or also in intimacy, intimate talk, like you're going to tell your partner what you need and what's your desire over here. But shared resources or anything with tax or with your significant other, money, a contract, a really good contract for the significant other could bring in financial stability and reach it. Venus trine Uranus, that is a positive change. It's a change in your partnership. So it could be like your client and your social media platform is actually going to recognize you. You're going to get a lot of love from your social media platform. It's going to grow. It's going to go through innovation changes, but the change is going to bring you recognition and honor. Venus square the notes. Okay, so that is some kind of change in your partnership, you know, like maybe you wanted to get married and right now you're going to talk about that, but your partner not necessarily. So there could be some kind of challenge over here. Neptune sextile Mars. Okay, so that's action over here and action toward to your belief system or your higher education, or, you know, anything to do with YouTubing as well. You know, like you want to actually inspire your community, inspire the collective. You want to do something for the collective and teach people. Mercury square Jupiter, it's the 8th and the 11th house. You know, there is some kind of shared resources could go under some kind of conflict for you. And because it's happening in your 8th and 11th house, it could be some kind of social aspiration. So somebody from your social circle has said something to your business partner or to your partner, which is actually going to change your partner mind in shared resources. It could be that. Sun square Uranus, sudden change in shared assets over here. Anything to do with taxes, anything to do with insurance money, or bonds, or, you know, anything to do with the stock market. So there is a sudden change. Square could be difficult, also careful with stock here. Leo rising, Sun and Moon, Mercury conjunct Pluto in your 7th house. This is really transformative energy for your relationship, your close relationship, partnership, business partnership, significant other, and your collective. So you might going to get influential people to be your clientele over here, or you're going to sign a contract. You actually can get married during this, but, you know, then be careful to get someone who is not manipulative. Pluto could be really manipulative. You know, Mercury conjunct Pluto, mind manipulator. So yeah, careful there. Emotional, mind, mentally abusive person. Venus trine Uranus, 6th and 10th house. There is an amazing beneficial change in your career and work, you know, like your work not only going to be just like a work over here, what you do every single day, but, you know, it's going to be loved. It's going to bring honor, recognition. It's going to change your name, your public image. So it's really good. Venus square the notes, 6th and 12th house. No, the 6th house is Venus. Okay, so it's going to be actually, well, it is good for your work and health routines because you will need to have a change over here. And maybe you were lazy about that. And I know this square going to make you rest or make you to have a second opinion or to act on that health issue. Neptune sextile Mars, it's also auspicious, it's a support. It's support for your career, actually, and support from your finances. So you might going to have actually mortgage or, you know, like shared resources or money to provide for your doctorate or money to start a new career. And the career could be like you become your own CEO, right? Because you are opening a business over here with this sextile. Mercury square Jupiter, it is like anything to do with your partnership negotiation with your business partner, professional ambition. It is like signing a contract, but, you know, careful who you sign the contract with. Yes, and then Sun square Uranus in the same house, 7 and 10. You know, like maybe your partner not going to really encourage you to change your career or support you there. Virgo rising Sun and Moon, Mercury conjunct Pluto in your 6th house, significant changes or discussions regarding work, health, and daily routine. You're going to transform your health. You're going to transform your rental property. You're going to actually capable to sign a contract for a rental property. It could be some kind of good news and news about your pet, maybe a pet going to return to you, or healing a pet over here, or healing yourself. Good news from a health practitioner. Venus trine Uranus, also really, really good, foster growth or learning, actually. Anything to do with creative and Vedas over here. So anything to do with a creative project, lyrics, writing, getting a agent, a manager, and, you know, a new romance. And the new romance could come from either a social media platform or it could be coming from a foreign country. Venus squared the nodes, 5th house, okay, the Venus. So there is tension between, maybe between your creativity or your romantic partner and your aspiration. So definitely there is a square between, like, do I have to approach a new avenue, and does my new romantic partner going to support me? Neptune sextile Mars, it's going to be great for your relationship, as I said, and it could be anything to do with having a foreign, moving to a foreign country, traveling to a foreign country with your partner, with your love. And your educational goals could be very, very harmonious and dynamic right now. So you are ready to learn, you're ready to explore. Mercury square Jupiter, that could be a little bit of tension with health and for example, with your spiritual beliefs. So, for example, a lot of people going to say, stay positive, think positive, and then you're going to get healthy. And you are like, that's have nothing to do with that. Sun square Uranus, 6th and 9th house again. This is a shift, it's sudden shift as Uranus is involved. Anything to do with your health routines. You might not going to believe in Mercury square Jupiter, right? With the way you think it's going to affect the life, but you're going to believe if you work out, it's going to affect the life kind of situation. So new philosophical perspective on actually the way you are working out, and that's going to help you to heal yourself. Libra rising Sun and Moon, you're going to have Mercury-Pluto conjunction in your 5th house. 5th house is anything to do with joy and love affairs, your children, romance, creativity, and your investment and speculative businesses, lottery winning. Mercury-Pluto actually could be a winning lottery tickets, which is going to transform your life forever. It could be also a major change with your children, a breakthrough with your children. Maybe your children didn't talk and right now start to talk. It could be like also transformation, the way they are processing information. Your creative project could be really, really powerful right now, and you're going to be a powerful communicator. Or it could be like you want to talk to your lover, and it could be something very Plutonian energy, sexual, or it could be powerful communication between you and your lover. Venus trine Uranus, that is an amazing unexpected development in home and family. And anything to do with, you want to buy a house, go ahead, because you're going to get the right APR mortgage, you know, and the interest rate. You can find your dream house, which is going to be eclectic and not usual. Venus square the nodes, well, that's fourth house. All right, so there is a push over here, like I want to actually create something in my home, balance out the energy which is not balanced at this moment in my home. Maybe because I work too much and my family is missing me. Mercury square Jupiter, there is some kind of romantic issue over here, which could clash a little bit, and it could clash financially. So maybe you want to spend too much money on renovation or on joy and pleasure, and your partner doesn't want to. And the square Uranus over here could be like some kind of change in your creative project. Anything to do, you know, you started to write a book, and right now you changing the characters or changing the outcome of the book. It could be also a change in finances, so don't put your egg in one basket, right? It's a sudden change, something unexpected. Uranus is involved, it could be crypto, it could be a ChatGPT, artificial intelligence. Scorpio rising, sun and moon. Mercury going to conjunct with Pluto in your fourth house, it has to do something with your family, anything to do with your roots, with real estate, family matters over here, home decoration. Maybe you're going to demolish your home and rebuild it again. Anything to do, transform your house to become actually more comfortable and more innovative. Maybe you're just going to put a lot of cameras in, or you're going to make it a smart home. Venus trine Uranus, it is something to do with your communication and communication between you and the business partner or your partner. Right now, you're going to find harmony in your one-on-one relationship. The way, and you know, it could bring in clients, especially if you are teaching. So it could bring in clients, but you're also going to find harmony and common base with your partner. Venus square the nodes, you know, that is something with your third house. So it could actually do something with your neighborhood or with your younger siblings, like some kind of issue with your neighborhood and younger siblings, which is like need to be actually adjusted. Neptune sextile Mars, it is something to do with creativity and with your partner. Your partner might going to become very creative, or you're going to become very romantic and take some kind of romantic action. Maybe you are paying for a birthday, or, you know, like some getaway in, what is that? Not Halloween, not Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day. So it could be that, yes. All right, and Mercury square Jupiter, it is something to do with expansion of your home. So you might spend a lot of money and your partner doesn't want to have that kind of renovation, doesn't want to invest in new technology. And Sun square Uranus, it's also the fourth and seventh house. It could be some kind of changes, which is unpredictable changes, and it could be affect a close relationship or a family relationship over here. It is some kind of misunderstanding, maybe with a family friend. Okay, Sagittarius rising, sun and moon, Mercury conjunct Pluto in our third house. I'm a Sag rising as well. So communication going to become powerful anyway for us for the next 20 years. Learning AI, learning technology, how to invest ChatGPT, and, you know, like how to invest in quantum AI. It is very transformative ideas. You're going to have really powerful ideas. You want to teach, you want to create a community, you want to create a school. It could be some kind of very, very deep communication with your younger siblings, or it could involve your neighborhood, your close community as well. Venus trine Uranus, second and sixth house, it's good for your finances from work. So you might going to get a bonus, a promotion over here, which is positively going to impact you. And actually, it could impact your health. You're going to have the money to do any kind of dental work or anything to do with, because, you know, that's the lower jaw, Taurus and Uranus over there. Could be something neurological implant, for example. So it could be, or your voice are heard right now because Venus in Cap, you know, trine Uranus. Yeah, it could be something with you are heard, your voice is heard. Venus square the notes. You know, Venus is in your second house in Cap right now, and there is a lot of financial decision that you have to make, and somehow it's going to positively impact you on a long term, but first it's going to give you a frustration. Maybe you are doing your taxes and, you know, it's a lot of headache. Then Neptune going to sextile Mars, and Neptune is in Pisces. So it's 4th and 6th house for you guys. The work condition is going to get better. You might going to do a home office, and you're going to change your home office for your desire, and it's going to be comfortable and luxurious, and you're going to be capable to actually create more content from there. Mercury square Jupiter. It could be some over-optimism over here, you know, like you are communicating, you're talking too much, you are giving out too much information, and somebody can sabotage you, actually, taking your ideas. So careful there. Sun square Uranus, sudden changes in communication, thinking impact daily routines or health, because 6th house is daily routine and health, or it could be something with your pets. So careful with your pets over here, not to let them get away. You know, 3rd house is anything to do with community. Maybe your neighbors are complaining because your pets is barking all the time, or your pets get out from the house and peeing on their yard, something like that. Capricorn rising, sun and moon, Mercury going to conjunct Pluto in your 2nd house. 2nd house is your finances, your values, your taste, you know, and Mercury over here, the way you are taking decision and making decisions on your finances, on your possession. And your personal value is also going to be very profound and going under change. You're going to be more deep thinker. You're going to have deep values and morals. Venus going to, and you know, it's good for finances, invest in anything Mercury or Pluto related. Okay, guys, so Venus trine Uranus, 1st and 5th house, personal breakthrough lead to unexpected joy in creativity and romance. So yes, that is good. That is lovely energy. It is bringing you someone unexpectedly. It could be a romantic partner, or it could bring a child, an unexpected pregnancy over here. A good news about your child, maybe going to have some kind of award for some creative project as well. It could be also Venus trine Uranus and 5th house involved. You can win the lottery definitely, so that could be great as well. Or any kind of investment with uranium that you already had could pay out amazingly. Or, you know, anything AI, ChatGPT, quantum AI, and cryptocurrency. Venus square the nodes. Okay. 1st house Venus for you. All right, so that is going to push you actually to change your purpose, to change your career, to change the avenue you are working on. It's changing the relationship dynamics as well, because, you know, the nodes are in Libra and in Aries. So you're going to be more like, okay, I need to be selfish. I need to take care of myself first. Before I give to anyone. You know, that is the me against we kind of situation when you are on the airplane and the mask has to go on you first. That's the only way you can help others. Okay, Neptune sextile Mars, that is 3rd and 5th house, communication, creative ideas, creative project, creative writing. It could be romantic talking, romantic gestures. It could be like you get a car from your loved one, or it could be buy you a car, or it could be, and it could be a spot car actually. It could be anything with glamour. The way you are talking, it's so healing, it's so spiritual. It's so romantic. You are capable to write lyrics, script, and write books right now. Mercury square Jupiter, 2nd and 5th house. All right, let me see what's happening over here. It's something to do with your finances and values and with your speculative ventures, with your creative projects. So careful over here, because you might going to come to a black, you know, like you don't find your muse when you are writing, or it could be writing your lyrics, or your voice is going to get crispy, and, you know, like you have a hoarse voice and you can't do the audition. Sun square Uranus, it is unpredictable, something to do with changes, financial changes, 2nd, 5th house, anything to do with your romantic pursuit, anything to do with your, you know, maybe your romantic partner going to ask money from you and you're going to get disappointed toward to that. Aquarius rising sun and moon, Mercury conjunct Pluto, guys, for you in the 1st house. 1st house, anything to do with yourself, transformative personal communication for you. You're going to be powerful. People might going to actually be feared from you. The way you are communicating, the way you are processing information, it's going to be profound. You might going to be a person who is going to you know, say, okay, I want to have a part of my brain to be artificial, and sign up for that kind of scientific project. Technology, learn technology, very, very important over here, because you're going to become very powerful communicator through technology. Venus trine Uranus, it's 12th and 4th house. Oh, it's beautiful for your love, home life, with your spiritual life. It's beautiful for your real estate. You can actually create a retreat center. You can actually buy a home in a faraway country. You can actually create a home office, which is going to be really spiritual, a meditation part at in your home. That is really good for your family, because your family values are changing and it's gonna become really spiritual, and it's some kind of new spiritual practice, but a lot of love. You're going to experience a lot of love in your home. Venus square the notes, you know, Venus is in your 12th house, something is hidden and subconscious over here. You do have a hidden desire to change the path that you are working on, but you don't know how to start. Also, it could be some kind of health routine as well, but mental health routine, which is going to be pushed forward. And you are like, oh, yes, I need a change because I'm using substance, and, you know, I just don't know where to go, who to call, and things like that. Neptune sextile Mars in the 2nd and 4th, you're going to actually have money to do a change in your family, in your home. You might going to get money from your savings, actually, to buy a home, to do a down payment, to harmonize anything in family matters in your home. Mercury square Jupiter, it's the 1st and 4th house, where, you know, that is some kind of personal challenge, because over here your family and yes, the family not necessarily going to support you the change you are going through. And, you know, Uranus could be unconventional, so you might going to go through a gender change over here, and your family doesn't want to support that. Yes, and yeah, all right. Last one, Pisces rising, sun and moon. Mercury going to conjunct Pluto in your 12th house, guys. That is a deep psychological insight, something to do with secret communication. You might going to actually become CIA or FBI or a spy. But definitely personal transformation. And, you know, the way you are talking to yourself, it's really important. You're going to become more positive. It could be like you are hiring a shrink, or you're going to go back to reincarnation hypnosis, finding out, you know, what is your subconscious doing and why do you actually have this blockage in life. It could be really good if you want to become a psychologist, or if you want to create a healing retreat. Yes, psychology work, anything with Plutonian work could be very, very great for you. Venus trine Uranus, 11th and 3rd house. This is good because you have a lot of idea, and actually your friends going to support you. Somebody from higher social circle actually going to be there for you, a big sister, big brother who wants to support you, your innovative ideas, who want to pay for you, pay for your new app, and you know, you can become a billionaire through that. So it is really powerful trine over here, and you really powerful support from your social circle, social network. Communication is great, writing is great here. It could be like you're going to write about collective, or you're going to write about your neighborhood, or you're going to write about your social circle. Venus square the notes, 11th house is involved with Venus over here. Okay, that is somebody is pushing you to change, to actually approach the new avenue. You might not have courage to start something new, but there is a friend who believes in you, and there is like, all right, do it because I'm here for you. Neptune sextile Mars, it's good. Neptune is in your sign anyway, it rules you. So it's definitely very personal for you. You get great ideas. And right now, this great idea is going to get activated. Anything to do with short travels could be amazing for you, Pisces. You know, if you have Pisces sun, obviously this is your, it could be your birthday month. So traveling could be really beneficial for you. Mercury square Jupiter, 12 to the 12th house and the 3rd house between. Okay, so there is some kind of hidden fears, some kind of hidden beliefs that is actually making you melancholic or losing your optimism. You want to plan, you want to write, but you know, your subconscious saying you're not good enough. Believe me, you are good enough. Sun square Uranus, that is again some kind of sudden insight. You know, the square not necessarily bad. It is a challenge. It is pushing you forward. It is like now you have to find your way to communicate. You have to express yourself. For example, Mercury square Jupiter is the hidden fear. Maybe you've been raped and you want to write about sex trafficking, and you are like, no, I'm not good enough for that, or I'm scared to do this. But Sun square Uranus says like, yes, there is a lot of fear, and it could go either way, but you have to anyway express yourself, and let's start communicate over here. Okay, guys, and you know, you can have actually some kind of question about astrology. Maybe you're going to question something that doesn't work for you. Maybe you're just gonna question the whole system, you know, like Placidus to whole sign or something like that. All right, guys, if you love that, please subscribe, like, and comment below. You can have a personal reading with me. Check out my website, which is urbanwitch.org. And this is my channel. And I also wrote a book. Let's talk about that. It could be found in Barnes & Nobles, all the big stores, and Amazon as well. It's about taboos for teens, actually between 10 till 21 years old, about drug addiction, sex, death, grief, bullying, things like that. Okay, thank you so much for listening. Bye for now.